Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 8 weird habits of an ISTJ personality type. Make sure to watch each one of them and find out if you have any of them. If the Myers-Briggs type indicator assessed you as an ISTJ, Logistician Inspector personality type, chances are you have some weird and peculiar habits. Being labeled weird or awkward might have negative connotations, but for certain people, it can be appealing and separates them from the usual. ISTJs can certainly be labeled as odd or peculiar, but this is largely due to people's inability to look beyond the surface. Logisticians take a different approach to things, which can be perplexing to some others and cause them to misunderstand where the ISTJ is coming from. Logisticians are quite unique, and some of their traits and behaviors can be very bizarre. Find out if you have any of these weird habits, and remember, if you do, think of it this way. You are not some weirdo because of this. You just possess some distinctive features which are typical for your personality type that don't necessarily fit into particular social conventions, and they are often characterized as weird. Furthermore, most of them can help in reaching personal growth and self-improvement, so it is very beneficial to know them. Here are 8 weird habits of an ISTJ personality type. Number 1. ISTJs are extremely sarcastic. ISTJs are capable of using sarcasm, and they do it quite often. They are not so much listening to the random discussions around them as they are assessing them. While inspecting the area, the ISTJ makes some interesting similarities and contrasts, and some of their insights are too wonderful to pass up. They don't tell jokes in public because they are blunt, direct, and self-assured. Instead, logisticians whisper beneath the breath their observations. ISTJs can detect hypocrisy at a distance of 10 paces, a personality trait that most others overlook until it lands at their feet. Sarcasm is something ISTJs are born with, and as many comedians know, consistent use can elevate it to a professional level. With an eyebrow raised and a deadpan face, logistician can point out the obvious and show disdain for people who lack common sense by expressing the opposite of what's expected, but a well-practiced glare or a sarcastic remark will also do the trick. Number 2. ISTJs are overly objective. When it comes to making decisions, ISTJs make every effort to avoid allowing personal bias or prejudice to influence their viewpoints and decisions. Logisticians attempt to take a step back from a choice to analyze all the facts, establish truths, advantages and disadvantages, and the most logical answers. Fairness is really essential to ISTJs, and they make every effort to avoid allowing emotions to distort their judgment. This may appear chilly to others, but it's simply their way of ensuring they are not choosing sides or being unreasonable. People, especially the close ones of ISTJs, consider this behavior a weird habit because when it comes to solving a problem, logisticians are unbiased, even when it regards their loved ones. Number 3. ISTJs give random acts of respect. Respect is a personality trait that is difficult to see unless you are on the lookout for it. ISTJs are born with it, and the indication of this is in the details. In a parking lot, putting the shopping basket away, treating service workers with respect even if the order was incorrect, or even an ability to give up a subway seat to an old person. These are examples of random acts of kindness and respect that ISTJs are often giving. Most people aren't aware of how courteous logisticians are or how this attitude leads to a lifespan of trust and respect from others. Respect is voluntary outside of the army and the monarchy. ISTJs carry it with them wherever they go, silently going about their business. The indispensable logisticians ensuring that everything is taken care of in turn. There was no celebration and applause, just the pure and small act of kindness. You're welcome. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ISTJs run away from awkward and unexpected situations as much as possible. ISTJs, as introverted and introspective people, prefer to spend most of their time alone. They don't love being in awkward situations and sometimes feel a little uneasy in them. ISTJs prefer their surroundings to be efficient and well organized, which is typically how they avoid difficult situations. They are intelligent individuals who are fully conscious of their behaviors and goals. ISTJs are self-assured, which can help them avoid feeling awkward or humiliated in a variety of settings. Number 5. ISTJs will fight for rules to the last breath. ISTJs have a tendency to be perfectionists when it comes to their projects and activities. They can become so fixated on the details and making sure everything is perfect that they lose sight of their end goal and become paralyzed or anxious. They can also become so fixated on doing things the way they've always done them or the way they're used to that they overlook new perspectives, innovations, and opportunities that could improve their work. They like things to be by the book and the way they've always been. Therefore, sometimes they are resistant to new ideas. It can be extremely difficult to persuade logisticians otherwise after they believe they've discovered the right way to do something. Number 6. ISTJs are obsessively determined. ISTJs are super dedicated to their goals. Their unwavering commitment to the work at hand is a significant personality attribute that often goes unnoticed. Logisticians are passionate about what they do, and their tenacity means they don't need an audience to succeed. Failure is never on logisticians' minds because previous experience has confirmed their view that anything can be accomplished with enough effort. ISTJs either succeed or they get new knowledge. Curiosity and a continual assessment of the big picture moderate their focus. They realize that systems are dynamic and that while they may prefer to work alone, they don't succeed alone. ISTJs make time to reach out and support their employees on a regular basis. It will jolt them into remembering that they are still there, doing the unthinkable things, and it will invite them to share in your ISTJ certainty and determination. Other people are often very surprised by this habit, as ISTJ's determination, despite the obstacles on the way, is definitely a unique or even a little odd trait of people with this personality type. Number 7. ISTJs are extremely loyal friends, but they are not afraid to tell the harshest truth. ISTJs have a tiny group of friends and only a few close associates, despite knowing a lot of people through their families, workplaces, and organizations. Anyone who enters their inner circle will find unwavering loyalty and unyielding support that has no time limit or boundaries. Friendships between ISTJs span time and space, 10-year intervals, and lifestyle changes. Other people know that when they're in a relationship with an ISTJ, it's different. Until the inner ring is put to the test, this psychological trait is mostly unrecognized and undervalued. ISTJs care about their people and will go to great lengths to protect them. ISTJs appreciate a low-stress environment, making them the friend who solves problems rather than causes them. They play fairly, refuse to favor one person over another, and share responsibility for each interaction. However, logisticians are the kind of people who will tell others the truth, even if they don't want to hear it. This may seem odd to the people who do not know the ISTJ's core values. Number 8. ISTJs like to act as a Sherlock Holmes. ISTJs are meticulous in their attention to detail and are aware of how things change and evolve. They are acutely aware of how things have always been and are quick to point out when something deviates from the established pattern. This makes them aware of changes in body language, behavior, and when features on an existing model or object don't line up. Others may consider it as a weird habit because they constantly feel under observation of an ISTJ personality type. These videos will be really helpful for you.